as I told you a couple vlogs ago, we are going for an event that I just got invited to. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for the hotel that we booked. Also, this lighting. Hello, golden hour lighting. Oh, look at that. So cute. Also, please don't mind this band-aid on my thumb. I have a hangnail right now that was bleeding profusely before we left, and I needed to put something on it. So there's that. Where are we right now, babe? Is this New Braunfels? We're not gonna have time to go check into the hotel first, like I kind of wanted to. We're just gonna have to head straight to the event, but it's in North Austin, so we're cutting it a little bit close, but I think we're gonna make it on time. It says we're gonna make it 30 minutes early, but we are hitting Austin around rush hour, so we'll see how that goes. We'll take you to the event tonight and we'll see you there. I'm thinking if we got like this, like that I really like it, but I don't want blue. So I'm like,
white.
Right, exactly.
This is basically going to be the little Christmas houses that we have, but except for their plant holders and they're white.
Exactly. Those are like the flakes, huh?
You never think about it, but yeah, when you do a J image analysis, like it's all over the place, and then you have to think of like, when you granulate, are you going to have 1 or 2 sifting steps? And it gets super hard. This is red Solo cups from the LA landfill.
Oh, dang.
And they've extruded it. They also have a pellet we've been working with. This is medical waste. It's 100% medical waste. Actually, it's from Holland.
Y'all, Madison likes to pull her seat all the way up to the steering wheel, and then she drops the steering wheel all the way down, so I physically cannot get in the car after she's driven it.
Shelby's dramatic. She could have gotten in the car just fine.
No.
Just saying.
Honestly, I can record myself in public, not a big deal, like if I'm not right next to people, but in that setting, if we had pulled out the camera and started talking, everyone would have looked at us.
Yeah.
And I can't do that.
I've literally been doing this for over a year, and I was like, we need to talk in there. We need to get a talking clip, but I just could not do it. My hands start getting a little sweaty, and I'm like, oh, I can't get far enough away from people to feel comfortable being like, hey guys, what's up?
Exactly.
We're in Habitat. Like,
oh, I just covered you up. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's the thing. If I could just like take a step back, but like everyone was in this like very small space, and like, it was so cool, you guys. Okay, so like the concept of using recycled plastic to print stuff is really cool in general. Like you can create something that you can take something that's completely has no value at all. A water bottle, right, has no value after it's been used, but you can take something like that has no value and turn it into something that does have value, which is so cool to me. Like that concept's really cool. What seems to be what they're trying to do with Restore is, you know, they get kind of like donations of all kinds of random stuff that people can't use unless they come here with the idea of like a DIY in mind. So like one of the tables, they have like a marble slab, but it's like not a very big one, like not obviously not countertop size.
It's like a very small, like just a little like desk table or whatever.
Yeah.
A little side table.
So in order to make it functional and valuable, they printed a bottom for it, which is like so cool to me.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing like how they reclaim some stuff, or you know, when Habitat gets donations, some of it is just not really usable.
Right.
So it was a good way to take some of the materials that they have and then also Re3D like prints really cool stuff.
It's like completely taking something that otherwise wouldn't be usable that's been donated, and then taking recycled materials to actually make it like usable, functional, and valuable.
It was really cool. And at this private event, basically what Re3D was trying to do alongside with Habitat is everything that we were filming in there was available for like a silent auction. So they were walking around and trying to get people to like bid on these different items, and they're going to use that information as a way to capture what people might be interested, because that's their next big thing is, okay, we have a 3D printed squirrel, are people like really crazy about buying that, or are there other useful things that we could be creating for people so that we're, you know, using this plastic that we have and turning it into a good that someone would want to purchase.
Yeah, or like they said that they get donations from like I guess corporate donors as well. Like one of those things was like a bookshelf, and it was like a nice sturdy metal bookshelf, but it didn't have the, I guess, the shelf actually, and so they 3D printed like a shelf for it, and now it's completely functional. Yeah. I think that is so cool. Obviously this is not sponsored. They did not pay me to go. They just asked me to come and check it out, and that's the coolest thing about this job. Like I would have never known about this if I didn't do this for a living, and like that was just really, really cool. So.
Yeah. And I get to come along because my wife is really, really cool.
Thanks, babe. I'm hoping that since COVID is like, well, now there's this new variant, so I guess we'll see. But I'm hoping that since COVID is like reaching a place where like a lot of people are vaccinated and like, you know, whatever, that more events like this will be happening and we'll get to go to more, but we'll see.
Because if we go to more, you go to more.
Now we are headed from North Austin down to downtown so that we can get to our hotel. I actually thought, and let me see what you think about this because I did not mention this to you. I actually thought that maybe we should go to one of the dumpsters that we used to dive at because we are literally right next to some of them. And I was thinking that that could literally be like the clickbait. Like we went to one of the dumpsters we used to dive at all the time.
Okay, let's do it.
We should. I was thinking about this last night and I was like, I don't know if I should suggest that to her. She's also hangry right now, so I'm surprised she just said yes to that.
I just want to take a little peek, you know. I do like to see what's available, and they used to throw away some really good stuff, man. Really good food and really good products.
Well, we're gonna check. So the Ulta that we used to dive at a lot is over here. Also the Old Navy right here, like literally the next light up is where we found that full bag of like perfectly good clothes that they had destroyed on purpose.
Oh, that was sad. That was so sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad what some companies do instead of donating it to people that can use them.
Right. They were saying that companies like will donate because they know it's a way for them to write it off, and I'm like, yeah, you would think so, but then a lot of people fucking just throw it away.
So I don't know how crazy we'll get. We'll definitely take a little peek. I don't know if we'll dive, but I just am curious to see if there's still products in there like there used to be.
I'm trying to figure out exactly where it's at. I feel like this is it. Yeah, that's what I thought. We literally just make a U-turn and then another U-turn. Okay.
We made this U-turn lots of nights. Oh, blocking my face.
Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I want to put my phone on there, but I guess I know where I'm going. Okay. All right, we'll catch you there. That's another thing you guys might not know this from back in the dumpster diving days. A lot of times Madison, and honestly, rightfully so, like this is a conversation to be had, but she was always nervous to get out and get in the dumpsters because depending, it's actually really, this is like a whole fucking conversation. I won't get into it, but depending on like who you are, what you look like, and how much money you make, there are so many things in society that like are okay if you're wealthy and like you can get punished if you're not, or are okay and cool to do if you're white, and an offense that could get you arrested if you're black.
Right.
So
Yep.
a lot of times back in the day, there's a van coming over here. It's just gonna be dark for a second. But a lot of times back in the day, we would come over here and I would get out and do the dumpster diving and she would just stay in the car. Oh my God, I'm so oily, y'all. Look at me. Why didn't you tell me, babe? Anyway, point being, I asked Madison if she wants to come with me right now. What did you say?
I said, maybe. I'm always hesitant because literally in situations like this, I picture myself being the black woman at the dumpster who gets caught by someone versus Shelbi being the white woman by the dumpster getting caught by someone. And I'm like, who gets the slap on the wrist and who gets some kind of fine?
The thing is, they can't charge us with anything because it's not illegal, and it's legal to dumpster dive in Texas. But I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I just, in general, like the way the law works.
I just feel like they can make something out of nothing depending on who you are. Even if nothing is illegal, like, this is conversations that we have though.
Because obviously we do genuinely live two very different lives. Like the way we move about the world and what we can and can't get away with. And what I feel emboldened to do, and I've noticed this so much obviously since being with her, like I feel so much more fine to just do whatever the fuck I want and like deal with the consequences if there ever are any.
Yep.
And she's,
what do I say?
That's your white privilege. I mean, you're not wrong. There's another car coming. Lay low. I wonder why there is a whole fucking parking lot back here. Anyway, okay, so you're not coming?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go just take a quick peek. Talk about an old stomping ground. So crazy. So this is the dumpster I used to score at quite a bit. I'm not getting in there. I'm wearing nice clothes. Oh, I need a, oh, you know what I forgot? I need a freaking flashlight. Oh, that smell. It's so funny. That smell is so distinct to me now. An Ulta dumpster smell that I will walk in places sometimes and go, ooh, it smells like an Ulta. Can you give my phone? An Ulta dumpster in here. I need a flashlight. We used to have headlamps, man. This used to be a whole operation. there's definitely possibility. Like there could be a straightener in there. I just can't get in here, man. Yeah, and then sometimes that one over there would have stuff too. That one would be easier to access right now. Ooh, this just looks like someone was dumping, honestly. Yeah, someone just like dumped a bunch of shit. You'd find that sometimes when you dive too. Not a very eventful time back, and that's actually what also used to suck about making dumpster diving videos, and I guess partially why I stopped is like you would spend hours and hours looking through dumpsters and sometimes find nothing, and then you don't have a video for that week, and like that always was a challenge for me. But no harm, no foul. Nothing, babe, nothing.
Dang it.
Well, actually this dumpster over here has potential, but like I'm not about to get my ass in there with a white button up. Nothing I could reach from the outside.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But we can also hit up, oh, that dumpster over there is Kirkland's. We found multiple things in there. I gifted my sister multiple Christmas decorations from that dumpster.
I think that's also where we found my huge cow canvas painting. It had like glass on the front of it and it was all broken, so they threw it away because it was supposed to be enclosed. And man, that sucker sat square in our living room for like 3 years.
I hated that thing. I hated it so much.
It was great.
Was not. This is a news flash. You gotta break down your cardboard most of the time for it to get recycled. Your dumpster should not look like that. Oh, they're putting it in here too. Well, that's a bummer. This is also just a giant bag of styrofoam. Like the things you find in dumpsters, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean there could be stuff like buried in there, but again, not jumping in there. What is all that? Is it?
It's plastic?
Oh god, I think it is. Well, I don't really think it's worth getting out.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
We're not trying to swim to the bottom of it, and with that much plastic packed into that trash can, sometimes you just got to make the executive decision to not go inside of it.
I mean, back in the day, we would have like looked under it. If we honestly, right now, if I wasn't dressed like this, I would check it. But all right, well,
What are you doing with that?
there's your Vlogmas episode of us returning to our old.
Turning to our roots. It would have been cool if we would have found something, but it happened.
We're headed downtown now, guys. I hope you like that. Excited to see your comments. Let me know if you were around back in the day when we did dumpster diving.
Oh man, we're about to find out who the OGs are.
All right, we'll see you at the hotel. Interesting about this is when I booked it, it said we had shared bathrooms, but it was the most like luxurious option. So I was like, a suite with shared bathrooms, and I saw that this was the bathroom, and I saw that like there were other rooms up here. So I was like, well, this is the only way we can get a balcony, so we're gonna get this room literally called shared bathroom. And I was like, it's only for one night, it'll be fine. But we have like a whole fucking suite. I did not know that when I booked this.
Dude, I'm like looking at me and looking at Shelby, and we're opening like room after room. We have 3 rooms.
Fine, let's look in here. I haven't seen it here yet.
If only these vlogs were live, I'd be like, hey, y'all want to come crash?
They did not describe this well enough. Like we literally have 3 beds. That is not what I thought I booked at all. I am so confused.
This is pretty comical, but also really interesting that they have it shared
set up like this. So I don't know what I did. The booking process was obviously very confusing, but I guess because I picked the one that had, I don't fucking know what I did. But here we are. There's a shared balcony somewhere, which is really all I want to find.
It's out here.
But who is it shared with?
Shared with all of these rooms.
Oh, but then it's not shared because we have all of the rooms.
Oh, balcony for 1.
Oh, no shared. Nobody's sharing this. Look at that. Look at. I just gotta take a step back real quick. What the hell?
It's like, this is how it's shared. You share the balcony and then I share the balcony.
But we can see like all of South Congress from here, which is, and look at this. The aesthetic. Stop. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
That's a dope photo. Where? Cool. Yeah, this is all new, you guys. When we lived in Austin, none of this was here. There's also a Madewell right there. None of this was here when we lived here. They must have built this in the last, it wasn't even here last time we visited, actually, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was.
Nothing. But do you remember there was a store that had like Halloween or like a horror
the
themed
castle?
shop, something, I don't remember. And other than that, this was all kind of just like barren, I'm pretty sure. Because I remember one time, the first time Madison and I ever came to Austin, we stayed.
Babe, you're also hanging them off of the ledge.
They're fine. The first time we ever came to Austin, we stayed in my car in a parking garage. And then the next morning we woke up and went to a place to get brunch and drank mimosas. And then we walked all the way from downtown down here to go to this little local place called Parts and Labor. And that was like the only thing down here. Not the only thing, but like one of the only stores down here. And now this is like,
Poppin'.
yeah, Austin's growing really fast, so. Yeah, obviously I was very confused about booking this place, but it's cute nonetheless, and checking off like something that I wanted to do for a long time. And also, I feel kind of bad that I booked 3 rooms, like, cause like, what the fuck? But like, honestly, I had no idea. And also I booked it like last night or the night before, and it's a Thursday night, so can't be that much going on that we took like a room from anyone, I hope, but I feel bad. I feel also dumb. We walked down the street to get food, and when we got back, I realized I was wearing a white shirt. Not a good idea for me to eat in a white shirt. We left our bags in the car. We were gonna go get them after we ate. I didn't have any clothes to change into. And luckily the hotel had this quite colorful robe that I just ate dinner in. After dinner, we've just been working from the hotel. I'm working on thumbnails. I make the thumbnails if you guys didn't know. And Madison is editing probably the vlog you're gonna see tomorrow. How's it going?
So far, so good. I've been staying on top of it, and Shelby's also been a big help too. She edits a lot faster than I do. So.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I actually was thinking about asking you, but I was also, so Madison drove us here today, like you saw, in exchange. I was editing in the car, and I guess I did almost get the whole vlog done. Well, not the music, but I cut everything up. I've been doing it for many years. Actually, but I've been out of commission for such a long time because I have an editor now. And I keep telling Madison I should edit some of Vlogmas so that I don't get like out of the habit of knowing how to edit. Because it's a skill I better not lose, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Shelby's like, I'm getting rusty, and then literally she takes a vlog that's like 30 minutes and chops it up in 3 hours, and I'm like, okay, so it took me like 2 after work day sessions working on it, but glad it's almost done. No, this is gonna be a true like trial and tribulations for me. I'm gonna have to get better at editing videos quickly because Vlogmas is every day and I only have like basically a day to edit these videos and they have to be up the next day. So we're gonna get efficient one way or another.
Anyway, we brought our gifts to do our little Advent gift exchange, but we didn't bring anything covered in chocolate. And so I was like, is it cheating if we just don't do it today and maybe we do 2 tomorrow when we're back home? But then they do have a little mini bar here. And so I'm gonna hand you off to Madison so she can show you what she's thinking we can do and have like a full-on Vlogmas day, but I'll just let her tell you.
Shelby was ready to shut that part of the vlog down. She's like, we're not doing Advent and we're not doing the chocolate until tomorrow. And I was like, you know what? This mini bar has got just what we need in store. So I looked over here and sure enough, right dead front and center, we got this unreal, like basically little dark chocolate, vegan, almond butter cups, and I was like, sign me up for that. That's exactly what we need. It's something covered in chocolate. It's not as fun as making it at home on the stove and like waiting for it to cool, impatiently waiting for it to cool, but it'll do because we're not at home, we're out traveling today, so that we could still do our full Vlogmas session and have something covered in chocolate today. Do you want to do gift exchange first or chocolate first?
Why do you make me make decisions? I don't really want to eat chocolate, so let's do the gifts first. Should
Okay.
I put clothes on? Let me get dressed. All right, here we go. Well, let me get it out of my backpack. All right, do you have yours? The camera is on 15%.
We gotta be quick.
Hustle, hustle.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I got this gift for you because I think it would be a really nice addition for you to throw on every now and then when you're trying to be really eco-sustainable and get fancy for your videos.
Oh, cute. Is this from Earth Hero?
Oh yeah, Earth Hero's been getting all of my money for Vlogmas.
I got yours secondhand, well, like used at a GameStop.
Okay.
And you keep telling me you're not as into Pokemon anymore as you once were, which makes me sad. And I think that maybe if you had this, you would be more interested in catching them all.
It's the Pokeball. The Pokeball was one of the gifts that I opened. So I mentioned in one of the vlogs the other day that I opened some of Shelby's packages accidentally that had my VLOGMAS gifts in them. So I've seen this already. But this is really cool. This will be helpful for Community Day because when there's an event where there are a bunch of different Pokemon and they spawn really fast, Shelby just sits there and she like clicks the Pokeball and catches them all. So I'll be able to hang now that I have a
you're gonna have to upgrade your storage too.
That's true. Cool. Vlogmas Day. I don't even know what day this is complete. Oh, it's not complete yet. We gotta eat chocolate.
Do I have to? I don't
We gotta do it.
We
gotta do it.
Do I have to eat it? Can I just take a bite? I'm not hungry.
They're small. Just eat it. Ready? Cheers. Oh, it's white in the middle.
I think I've had these before. I don't like
I don't think I like this. Well, these are not good. And they got some weird white stuff in the middle.
It's supposed to be peanut butter, no?
Ugh.
Almond butter.
No, don't eat those.
I'm just not, honestly though, I was gonna say I'm not a big fan of white chocolate, dark chocolate, but everything we've been eating, that we've been making is dark chocolate, and I haven't minded it, but that's not.
It's whatever the center stuff is. The dark chocolate is
It's just
good.
almond butter though.
I don't like that. This was not good. Don't eat these. Or eat them. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, this is meant to be like a healthy chocolate. I know this brand is like very healthy. Less sugar, more good. Vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO. Fair. I'd love to see fair trade. No soy and only 5 grams of sugar.
Nah, I don't
that
like
would be
it.
why.
I don't like it at
But the
all.
the chocolate we've been eating is really good too. Like, it's all of these things. So I don't know why I don't like that, but I don't. And I'm glad that you don't either, because now she's not gonna make me eat it.
The almond butter situation, I think, is what's throwing me off. Because I like the chocolate we've been eating too at home, but this is just not for me. There was our chocolate dipped item. Did the gift exchange. And we will see you all tomorrow.
I'm so excited for tomorrow. Stay tuned to see why.